This is Nostrovini, and these are the fights that are going on in San Bernardino, California, at Pro Box. It's going to be a series of 9 fights. There's lots of big situations going on there. And we'll see what we're going to do. Now, this is the predictions. Nino Marvaricera, Spanish name. I wish they would do the nicknames in English because I don't know what they're saying. I gotta learn English, Spanish. I lived in a Spanish neighborhood all my life, but they tried to keep me dirty words, so I get myself in trouble with the young ladies. I would go there and say, "Hey, honey," and it wasn't honey that I was saying to them. Something nasty. You know, girls don't like that, especially when they're bigger than you in that age. You know, when you're, anyway. Brian Flores, 21-1 with 16 KOs. Against Jonathan Neravi, 18-2-0 with 8 KOs. Now, Brian, and his name is Thunder Neveroni, but he was almost beaten very decisively. I think he was TKO'd by this Australian fighter who's no slouch, who just won a title from the English Scotsman, I think. A Scotsman or Welshman, somewhere in that direction. Anyway, he is going to be destroyed by Brian Flores, who's a great body puncher, very aggressive, and is a better fighter. He's more durable. Jonathan Neroni doesn't have enough durability, quite honestly. He's not going to be strong enough to resist, and he's giving away all the speed and everything else. So that's set up. Now, if Thunder comes across and wins, I'll be shocked. I'm a good judge of fighters and fillies. Charlie Suarez, 18-0 with 10 KOs. And there's Mariela Evela, 26-2-1 with 9 KOs. Mean King's Warrior is Charlie Suarez. He's undefeated, and he's a very fast fighter. He's very aggressive. Never been beat, so he's never been beat. The other guy has lost some, and he's Nino. No, Nino, you're not going to win, no. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to lose. Then you have Joshua Kevin Anton, 13-0 with 12 KOs, a big KO percentage, and he's fighting 294K. Vladimir Hernandez, 17-7-0 with 7 KOs. Now, Hernandez is a pressure fighter. I'm betting both sides of the equation here. Yeah, so the pressure fighter might make it the upset, and then I make the little move up because he's the underdog. But most likely, Anton is going to be too much. See, the Spanish guy, well, both Spanish, but Hernandez has to come in. He has to take a lot of punishment. The other guy, he does a lot of sort of, wide punches. And that way even is undoing. It'll be a war, but the younger man should win. Youth shall prevail. Ruben Acaro, 24-0-1 with 21 KOs, a lot of KOs against Trigger, and his name is Paleto. I don't know what that means. Trigger tries Charlie Wiggins, 17-4 with 10 KOs. Wiggins is a good fighter, but he's not going to be strong enough to keep Aguayo off him. He has good, but he's a good fighter. He's a little guy. Levergura Ruiz, 18-1-1 with 8 KOs against two. This is females. Females, Lacuraba Alindo Ruiz, 18-1-1 with 8 KOs against Gina Fetches, 4-0 with 4 KOs. I think 1 KO. These girls don't have enough KOs. I know it's in the box because they only have 1 minute 3 minutes to settle things. And most knockouts happen later in the fight. No time. Let's see. Jan Marcos, 15-0 with 10 KOs against Guido Shamil Sharam, 17-4-3 with 10 KOs. Guido is a big guy, and I think he's a little too big. They're both of the Arabic persuasion, I believe. But the other guy, he's a big guy. He seems like he's a different weight category entirely. Okay, that's the showbox fights at 4 o'clock. So if you want to see the Englishman fights, which I mentioned in the other thing, you would go to showbox at 4, and then, oh my God, this is when I'm going to make McKinnon again. I'm going against, it's supposed to happen. Pacheco, 25-0 with 18 KOs. Now he is fighting the chosen Emilio Elysium, 22-4-3 with 14 KOs. Now let me tell you something about Pacheco. Very tall. It's like 6'6", and a super middleweight. Now he would be the other guy's giving up a lot of weight. He's fast. He's aggressive. He got a good chin. He's never been stopped. I know if I can remember. Never been stopped. And he just fought this Mexican guy who could knock off buildings. I think he's going to win. And he's at 18-1 to underdog. That means I'm going to bet on that guy and on the off chance he wins. Now I'm going to bet both sides, but if I bet the other 18, I make a 3 sets. This I make lots of money. Become a rich man. He's a rich man. Da-dee, 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 da-dee. Now the next fight here is Andy Cruz, 6-1-0 with 3 KOs against Abraham Montoya, 24-7-1 with 14 KOs. Now you go, what with the Cubans giving away so much? He was a great, outstanding amateur. He fought just recently for the title. He lost a close decision. And the Cuban is they're remarkable, those Cuban amateurs. I don't know what they feed them. It's the same thing they feed the Australians. They have disproportionately, for the small population, incredible fighters because they got nothing to do. In Cuba, you're either starving or you're in the gym working out for the fights. And they got good trainers. So, once Cuba falls to democracy, that's going to, I wonder what's going to happen. Those trainers going to go over the world? Are they going to, the Cubans going to stay as good? Because they don't have to be Spartan and, the only guys who have cash in their pockets. They're still trying to run out of there. It's no bargain living in the communist country. Okay, Albert Gonzalez, 17-0 with 10 KOs against Aaron Lopez Alberto, 3-3-0 with 17 KOs. Now I know something about Chop Chop. Chop Chop is going to chop down a Lopez. Lopez can't take that good a shot. He's been knocked senseless, and Chop Chop is a very good fighter, very aggressive. Now, the next fight is Lou Antang, 7-0 with 6 KOs. He's making his American debut, and he's fighting the Gorilla, Glenn Williams, 2-1-0 with 1 KO. Never been stopped. Very powerful. Probably the best guy that Lou has fought, believe it or not, because they give him setups in the beginning. So we're going to see what happens if Lou can keep his knockout streak going there. And we with a guy with a pulse. Those guys with the pulse, they can just fool you. Now, let's see here. Oh, Bruno Sanchez, 24-1 with 12 KOs against Bruno Ruches Jr., 8-0 with 7 KOs. Bruno Jr. is going to lower the beat on the blast on the beast. The beast can't think they get a punch. And he's been knocked senseless. And the other guy can knock you senseless. It's gonna be a war while it lasts, but it's gonna be a short war. Frederick Pacheco Jr. This is the brother, the little brother of the super middleweight champion and the featherweight girl, and they're very skinny, and he's chunky. He's a punchy guy. And his same height though. He's 6'6", and he's an interesting situation there because he's so different physically. He must have been eating all the food at the table there, but well, okay. I think my people should be represented. Nick Jones, and he's fighting Nick Jones, 9-5-0, with 6 KOs, a lot of KOs. So we're gonna see what happens there. Then there's Frank Ibizinu, 4-0 with 4 KOs. Then it's Luis Cabrera Ramos, 8-1 with 8 KOs. He's won all his fights by KO. That's a dangerous man. But Frankie's he was a great amateur. You should be able to handle it. Somebody's gonna get knocked out. You know that much. Okay. Now Pacheco's gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose too, and I'm gonna make some money. I hope so. It's about time. I've been going on a dry streak or a losing streak. Well, not bad. But I want to make a fortune. Okay, now we're not gonna do next week. That comes next week. Okay. All right. So did I do all these? Did I do all my things? Did I do I think I did both sides. I think I did, yeah. Oh my goodness. I got infection. Okay, there we go. Let's see, and here, boom, and the bad people.